Well, hello, and welcome to this revision exercise on Surds, and it's based on a question. And the part A, subsection 1 says, uh, show that 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 is the square root of 53 minus 12 root 10. Subsection 2 says, state the other square root of 53 minus 12 root 10. Okay, and for part B, it says, express 6 root 3 plus 7 root 2 divided by 4 root 3 plus 5 root 2 in the form a plus b root 6, where a and b are integers to be found. Now, because subsection 1 and subsection 2 carry only 1 mark each, so you got to be very fast now, but because it's a revision exercise, I'm going to take the liberty of taking my time to do it. Right. What I've done is to rewrite subsection 1 in the form show that 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 all squared is equal to 53 minus 12 root 10. So if I can square this and get that, then I'm right. Okay, so now what I've done, you don't have to do this, but what I've done is to create a table there. And on the top row, I've put in 3 root 5 and then minus 2 root 2. And on the left-hand column, I've done a similar thing. I've put in 3 root 5 and then minus 2 root 2. Okay, right. Now, when I multiply these two, 3 times 3 is 9, and root 5 times root 5 is 5. So 9 times 5 is 45. So in here, I should have 45. Now, similarly, on this one here, 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Root 5 times root 2 is minus, sorry, root times root 2 is root 10. So I end up with minus 6 root 10. Now, these two here will be the same because I'm multiplying 3 root 5 times minus 2 root 2. So these two answers have got to be the same there. Okay, now for this one here, minus 2 times minus 2 give me plus 4, and root 2 times root 2 give me 2, so 4 times 2 give me 8. So in here I should have 8. Okay, and now when you collect like terms, we end up with that there. So we've shown that 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 is a square root of 53 minus 12 root 10. Now, to find the other square root, all we need to do is to multiply this here by minus 1. So, and that will give me the value of 2 root 2 minus 3 root 5. Hope that makes sense? Okay, now for part B. Now this is part B of the question, and this part carries 4 marks. And it says, express 6 root 3 plus 7 root 2 over 4 root 3 plus 5 root 2 in the form of a plus b root 6, where a and b are integers to be found. Okay, now what I want to do here is to rationalize the expression given to us. By that I mean we do not want any denominators. Sorry, we don't want any square root signs in the denominator. And to do that, I need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of 4 root 3 plus 5 root 2. The conjugate of 4 root 3 plus 5 root 2 is 4 root 3 minus 5 root 2. And all I do is to change the sign. Okay, so if I multiply 4 root 3 minus 5 root 2 by 4 root 3 minus 5 root 2, I get 1. So I've made a difference to the value of the original expression there. Okay, now moving on from that, what we have done here is we know that a plus b times A minus B will give us A squared minus B squared. And that's what I've done there. And then moving on still, multiplying out, 6 times 4 will give me 24, and root 3 times root 3 will give me 3. And 6 times 4 is 24, root 3 times root 2 will give me 3. So hence 24 root 3 there. Now similarly, 6 root 3 times minus 5 root 2 will give me 6 times 5 is minus 30, and root 3 times root 2 will give me root 6. So I now end up with 30 root 6 there. For root 7, 7 times root 2 times 4 times root 3, I end up with 28 times root 6. 7 root 2 times minus 5 root 2, I end up with 35 times 2, because root 2 times 2 is root 2 times root 2 is 2 there. Okay, and of course I've still got my 4 root 3 all squared minus 5 root 2 all squared. Further simplification. Now, when you collect all the like terms in the numerator, you end up with minus 2 root 6. The denominator becomes 48 minus 50, which is minus 2, which you got that. So I now have minus 2 root 6 divided by minus 2. If you divide minus 2 by minus 2, you get plus 1. If you divide minus 2 root 6 by minus 2, you get plus root 6. So our answer then becomes 1 plus root 6. So A is 1 and B is also 1. Now I hope all that made some sense. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.